Who are we now? And who are we now? And who are we now? Is the question that is proposed and perhaps even suggested in this week's one key takeaway from a book in less than 5 minutes. We're looking at Anything You Want by Derek Sivers, 40 Lessons for a New Kind of Entrepreneur. Derek Sivers created CD Baby, one of the first independent music websites where you could buy CDs. He started really only selling his own CD and then selling friends' CDs as favors for them. So as a musician, it began as a way of him fulfilling a need in his own life and his friend's life, and it grew into this big business. This is a section of the book where he's talking about options in a chapter entitled, "This is Just One of Many Options." I used to take voice lessons from a great teacher named Warren Sanders. For each lesson, I'd bring in one song I was trying to improve. First, I'd sing it for him as written. And then he'd say, "Okay, now do it up an octave." Up an octave? But I can't sing that high. "I don't care, do it anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, go." I'd sing the whole song again, in screeching, squeaking falsetto, sounding like an undead cartoon mouse. But by the second half of the song, it was almost charming. And then he'd say, "Okay, now do it down an octave." "Down an octave? But I don't think I can." "Doesn't matter. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4. I sounded like a garbage disposal or lawnmower, but he made me sing the whole song that way. And then he'd make me sing it twice as fast, then twice as slow, then like Bob Dylan, then like Tom Waits. And then he'd tell me to sing it like it's 4 a.m. and a friend woke me up. And then he'd give me many other scenarios. After all this, he'd say, "Now, how did that song go again?" It was the clearest proof that what I had thought was the way the song went was just really one of an infinite number of options. Later in this chapter, he says, "You can't pretend there's only one way to do it. Your first idea is just one of many options. No business goes as planned. So make 10 radically different plans. Same thing with your current path of life. Now you're living in New York City, obsessed with success. Go. Now you're a free spirit, backpacking around Thailand. Go. Now you're a confident extrovert and everyone loves you. Go. Now you're married and your kids are your life. Go. Now you spend a few years in relative seclusion, reading and walking. Go." This helps me personally because it adds room for the fluidity of life. A friend recently talked about how he feels like people are trying to reach a destination with their lives. And I tend to agree, and it's very seductive to try to reach a destination of happiness, of specific identity, of being done, of having achieved something, and then we will want no more. What I love about this section in Sivers' book is the idea that we sort of catch the waves of whatever personal identity we're existing in right now, which offers the freedom to wear many hats in the course of a life, as well as not take whatever we are so seriously right now, either in a positive or a negative way. So if things look great right now, hey, who knows what's going to happen next? If things are hard right now, who knows what's going to happen next? It can go both ways. So thanks so much for listening. If you want to read some of my articles, go to noweekendwasted.com. And Skippy says, oh, sorry, bud. Hello. What do you think? Thanks for listening.